Hello lovers, at the end of our practice today we'll be using a blanket and a pillow. So if that's accessible to you, you can pause the video and go grab both of those now. And if you don't have them, no worries. When you're ready, we'll get started in a tall seated position. Lengthening through your spine, roll your shoulders back, closing your eyes. Take a big breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. The fourth chakra, the heart chakra, connects the lower to the higher chakras. It is the bridge from the animal kingdom to the human being, the center of integration of earthly matters and higher aspirations. The heart chakra is all about connecting and relating. The emphasis here is on compassion and love, giving and receiving. Coming into Brahmari pranayama, otherwise known as bee breathing. I'm going to describe to you what this is going to look like because we're going to have our ears plugged so you're not going to be able to hear me. So what we're going to do is we're going to lengthen through our spine, sitting up nice and tall. Then you're going to take your thumbs and cover the cartilage of your ears, and the rest of your fingers are going to gently cover your eyes. This is going to block out all your other senses so you can really focus on the vibration of the breath in your chest. Then you're going to inhale through your nose, and with a closed mouth, you're going to hum your exhale out. Sounds like this. And we'll do this for 5 rounds, okay? So sit up nice and tall. Take your thumbs, cover the cartilage of your ears, and let your fingers cover your eyes. And take a big breath in. Last round, inhale. Once you're done, you can relax your hands into your lap and breathe deeply in and out through your nose. That breath exercise is amazing for calming down the mind and activating the heart chakra. All right, hands on your knees. Inhale, arch the back, lean forward. Exhale, draw the belly in, curve the spine, tuck the chin, seated cat-cow. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, draw the belly in, curve the spine, completely emptying of breath. Inhale, fill your lungs, open your heart. Exhale, curve your spine. 2 more rounds like this, following your breath. On your next inhale, come back to a seated position. Roll your shoulders back. Place your right hand beside you. Inhale, left arm above your head, stretching to the right. Pull your shoulders away from the ears. Unclench the jaw, the muscles in the face. Exhale, come back to seated. Inhale, place the left hand beside you. Right arm comes up, stretching to the left. Again, pull the shoulders away from your ears. Stretching through the right body. Inhale, come back to center. Take a big breath in. To me, the heart chakra is all about falling in love with ourselves. It's an inner revolution, so move kindly, slowly, compassionately with yourself today, and make your way onto your hands and knees, tabletop position, engaging your core, your lower ribs. Walk your hands one hand length in front, tuck your toes, take a big breath in. On your exhale, push up into downward facing dog. So you can keep the knees bent here, you can pedal the feet out. Relax your neck fully, push the mat away with your hands, pressing weight into all 10 finger pads, and breathing deeply here. Lots of love in, lots of love out with every breath. If you can, come into a moment of stillness and try to push your heels down onto the mat. And when you're ready, slightly lift the right leg, the hip stays forward. Then bring your knee to your chest and step your right foot in between your hands. Lower your left knee down to the mat. You can keep the left toes tucked or untucked. Inhale, rise up, arms above your head. And on the exhale, arms come into cactus, opening through your chest. Inhale, reach your arms back up. Then bring them forward, frame your right foot. If your toes are tucked, untuck those toes on your left foot. And inhale, open through the heart, maybe sinking a little bit deeper into this low lunge. Option to stay right here, or you can take your right arm and reach back for the top of your left foot. Opening through the chest, relaxing through the shoulders. Deep, nourishing breath. Slowly and gently release the foot. Bring your right hand back to frame your right foot. Tuck your left toes under, lift the knee up, high lunge. Big breath in. On the exhale, huge step forward, forward fold. Feet hip distance apart. Relax the chest on your thighs, the neck. Nice bend in your knees here. Now let your breath lead your movement. As you breathe in, you lift the chest, hands to shins, halfway lift. Then you exhale, that folds the body forward. Deep bend in the knees, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Coming into mountain pose, no rush. The heart chakra is located in the center of the chest. The energy center is not located where our actual heart organ lies, rather it's in the center of the chest. And the element associated with it is air. Air is lighter than fire, air is ever moving, unstable, and connected to the sense of touch. Air is an element that imparts even more freedom to move and change our outer and inner worlds. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale, arms above your head. Exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, shoulder blades pull together. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to downward facing dog. Nice bend in the knees, trying to push the heels down. You can even think of turning the heels outward a little bit, fully relaxing the neck here. And on your next inhale, lift the left leg, keeping the hips face down. Exhale, bring the left knee to the chest, step it in between your hands, lower your right knee down. Toes are tucked or untucked. Find your stability, and on your inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to cactus, pull the elbows out, opening through the chest, shoulders relax. Inhale, reach up towards the sky, and then bring your hands down to frame your left foot. Now if your right toes are tucked, untuck them. Inhale, open through the chest and sink a little bit deeper into the low lunge. Option to stay here, or you can take your left arm and reach back for the top of your right foot. Opening through the chest, breathing into the stretch. When you're ready, gently release your right foot down, nice and slow. Bring your left hand back to frame your left foot. Lift your right knee and take a huge step forward, forward fold. Feet hip distance apart. Knees can be bent here. Neck relaxed. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Deep bend in your knees, and instead of rolling up one vertebrae at a time, you're going to inhale, come through chair pose, reach for the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Mountain pose, hands by your side. Take a moment here, feel your feet rooted into the earth. Roll your shoulders back, chest open, slight bend in the knees, chin up. The fourth chakra is all about love, but definitely not just romantic love. It's more about going beyond the limitations of the ego so that we can open more fully to compassion and acceptance of all that is as it is. When we live from our heart and our heart energy is opened and balanced, we can see clearly and position ourselves in any situation, no matter how challenging it is, with discernment and compassion. All right, let's get moving. Begin to circle your arms backwards, moving slow or fast as you want. I'm going to turn to face you, but just stay in mountain pose, circling the arms backwards. Breathing as we move here. One more nice big circle. Coming back to mountain pose, we'll switch directions, circling the arms forward. One more circle with the arms forward, meeting back in mountain pose. We're moving slow, lovingly, tenderly today, so pause here and breathe. The heart chakra is also the center through which we experience the beauty in life. Seeing the world through a balanced fourth chakra is being in a state of openness and acceptance that brings us in touch with our world and ourselves in profound and fulfilling ways. All right. Inhale, arms above your head. Exhale, hinging at the hips, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, hands to shins. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Knees up or knees down. And holding here for 3 breaths. On your next exhale, lower all the way down to the belly, elbows in close. Push the tops of your feet down into the mat. Inhale, lift the chest, baby cobra, hands beside the ribs. Exhale, lower down, coming into Sphinx pose. So your hands are in front, palms press into the mat, elbows underneath your shoulders. The upper body lifts, chest is open, the elbows are actively pulling towards one another. Lengthening from the pelvis to the chest. Feet are about hip distance apart. Take 3 deep breaths here. On your next exhale, release the body down to the mat. Take your left arm, extend it to the side with your palm face down. And then roll your body onto your left shoulder and bring your right foot beside you as a bit of a kickstand. So we're opening through the left shoulder here. You can keep your right hand in front of you for support, or if you like, you can wrap it behind you into a bind. And once you arrive, pause, close your eyes, and you guessed it, breathe. If your right arm's behind you in a bind, gently remove that and make your way back onto your belly. Then we'll come onto the other side, so extend the right arm beside you, palm face down. Roll your body onto your right shoulder. Use that left foot for support behind you. The left hand can stay in front, or if you did so on the other side, maybe you want to wrap it behind you, coming into a bind. Gently release your arm from behind you and make your way back onto your belly. Place your hands beside your ribs. Inhale, lift the chest, baby cobra. Exhale, release, push through hands and knees, coming into child's pose. Knees as wide as the mat. Sit bones down to your heels. Arms in front of you, or maybe the hands are stacked under your forehead. Take a nice long pause here. So if child's pose is not restorative or comfortable for you, then just come into a seated position. The fourth chakra is the center of feelings, particularly feelings of love. Both withdrawal from the world and attacking it come from the absence of love. When love moves down in the chakras, it forms as attachment, and when it moves up in the chakras, it is formed as devotional love, in which there is a surrender of the individual to something higher than oneself. Maybe take a moment to think about your own heart. Has it been open or closed off? In which ways is it guarded? Slowly engaging your core, roll up through the spine, coming to sit on the heels with the knees together. Rolling through the shoulders, opening through the chest space. And I understand this can be difficult and scary, even just to sit like this. Sometimes we want to hunch our shoulders forward, cave in, and protect our heart. But I encourage you in this moment to lean into bravery and openness and sit tall and proud with an open heart. The seed sound for the heart chakra is yum, spelled Y-A-M, but pronounced Y-U-M, yum. Chanting this sound activates the frequency of the 12-petaled heart chakra, and it brings about peace, contentment, joy, love, and compassion for yourself and for those around you. So if you like, join me in chanting, or you can just sit and listen. Sitting tall, close your eyes, take a big breath in. On the exhale, we chant yum, focusing on the vibration of the sound. Inhale, yum, yum. Yum. One more time, all together. Inhale. Yum. Begin to breathe in and out through your nose. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. If you did grab a blanket and a pillow for today's practice, we're going to be rolling down onto our backs, so you can place the pillow and blanket near where your head's going to be. Slowly bring your feet in front of you, tuck your chin, and roll down onto your back, one vertebrae at a time. Once you arrive on your back, walk your feet so they're underneath your knees and hip distance apart. Press the palms of your hands into the mat. Tuck your pelvis under and gently lift your hips up, coming into bridge pose. Pressing evenly into all four corners of your feet, lengthening from your pelvis to the sternum and opening through your chest. Keeping your head straight, not moving your neck from side to side. Pressing into the palms, one more deep breath here. Slowly lowering back down onto your mat. Walk your feet as wide as your mat and let your knees fall in together. I like to place one hand on my heart, one hand on my belly here, but that is up to you. Closing your eyes, basking in this moment of stillness. Walk your feet back under your knees. The option here is to come into a full wheel pose if that's already part of your practice, or we'll do bridge pose once again. I'm going to do full wheel, but it's up to you. You can just repeat bridge pose again. If you're doing wheel, place your hands beside your ears, take a big breath in, and push up. Make sure your toes and knees are facing forward, your armpits are long, and your gaze is in between your hands. Wherever you are, take a big breath in, big breath out, and slowly and gently make your way back onto your back. Draw your knees into your chest, give yourself a nice big hug. Thank you, body. I love you, body. You can rock from side to side here, maybe make some circles with your knees. Massaging out your spine. If you're making circles, we can switch directions. And coming back to center. We'll take our arms and place them in cactus beside us, so elbows in line with the shoulders. Then with the legs squeezed together, slowly lower them down to the left, coming into a twist. Option here to grab your blanket or your pillow and place them in between your knees, or maybe you have one in between your knees and one under your knees. Whatever feels good in supporting you so that you can fully let your body relax here in the twist. Turn your gaze away from your legs, close your eyes, and with every exhale, see if you can let the body release and relax a little bit more. On your next inhale, look up towards the ceiling. Gently remove any props you're using and bring your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Going to come into the other side, so if you're using props, bring them over to the other side. Arms come into cactus. Knees stay squeezed together as we lower the legs down towards the right. And again, option to place a blanket or pillow in between your knees, under your knees, or both. Turn your gaze away from your legs, close your eyes, and with every exhale, release a little more tension in the body. On your next inhale, look up towards the ceiling and move your body slowly to bring your knees back into your chest one last time. Thank you, body. I love you, body. Then you can bring your hands underneath your knees and rock and roll along your spine until you come to a seated position. Once you arrive, you're going to grab your blanket and roll it up like a burrito. And you can totally do this if you don't have a blanket. But if you do have one, place it behind you, connected to your low back, so it's going the long way. And then slowly roll down. So you're lying on top of that blanket and it's in line with your spine. From here, you can place your hands beside you and stretch your legs out straight. Or you can come into my favorite pose and bring the soles of the feet together here. Knees fall open, butterfly. Another option is, if you'd like, you can place the pillow under your head. So find something that feels comfy and restful, where your heart is open. Your arms are relaxed beside you, shoulders pull away from the ears. And if you feel comfortable to do so, you can close your eyes. Allowing your body to soften, breathing deeply. Remembering that your softness is your superpower, your ability to feel your feelings rather than discard them, reject them, or demonize them. Your sensitivity and your ability to empathize and to feel all these range of emotions that is part of this beautiful, sacred human experience that we all get to share. That is your superpower. If the soles of your feet are still touching in reclined butterfly, you can extend your legs out long now as we'll make our way into Shavasana. I'm going to keep the blanket under my spine because I love how this feels, but if you're not enjoying it, please remove it. Maybe you want to take your blanket and wrap it around yourself and get cozy and comfortable. It's totally up to you. Visualize a green light at the area of the Heart Chakra, at the center of your chest. Allow this warm green light to become larger, expanding until it surrounds your entire body. Now allow this warm green light to expand outside of your body, filling the room around you, connecting you to the collective energy of the universe. Bringing your attention back to the center of your chest, visualize this green light returning back to this area. Now imagine this green light spinning clockwise, a spinning green wheel. Focus on this area with the intention to free it of any congestion so your body's energy can flow freely and effortlessly. Slowly coming back to the room, lengthening your breath, wiggling fingertips and toes. You're rolling onto your side, coming into the fetal position. Take a moment here, take a breath in this place of no responsibility. And then when you're ready, slowly use your hands to push your body up and come into a seated position. Roll your shoulders back, lengthening through your spine. Inhale, arms above your head. Exhale, hands to heart center, thumbs press into the sternum, elbows high. Slightly bow your head and take a moment to honor yourself. Now begin to rub the palms of your hands together vigorously. Rub, rub, rub. Charging up this powerful heart space here and now. Keep rubbing, rub, rub, rub. Take your hands and place your palms on your chest. Send that energy into your body. You are safe and you are loved. Thank you so much for being here. I love you.